News from around the world is full of worry these days, and taking that worry to heart is only human.
Yeah, but concerns about the future can often be eased by lessons from the past, gathered from paintings of centuries ago that depict a time when it said there was peace on Earth.
In the earliest days of history, there were already historians who had recorded what was to them ancient times. And these historians of old say that once upon a very distant time, there was a golden age, a time of peace and harmony when humankind was cradled in a world of plenty. The poet Virgil wrote, "The golden age was first when man yet knew no rule but uncorrupted reason knew. Unforced by punishment, unawed by fear, his words were simple and his soul sincere." Now, there was one reason that mankind was simple and sincere, was because there was plenty of food for everybody. Fields knew no taming hand of husbandmen to mark the plain or meter with boundary line. And the earth of her own will gave all things freely. Now, fast forward a few thousand years and the world is filled with trouble, but for one thing. Our planet is bearing more food than it ever has before. Not on its own, of course, but by a labor force so small that you may never even see one of them. So, should we ever lose our taste for war and conflict and choose instead to sit down together for supper, well, there'll be enough food around for every human being on Earth. And that, for me, is a little ray of hope. And a little ray of hope is a whole lot better than no hope at all. Reporting from before the beginning, this is Charles Paparella for WBOC News.
And funny thing about history, Charlie says, you can travel back thousands of years and still be home in time for dinner.